Good morning. It is Thursday, October 19th, and it is Thankful Thursday. And what I'm thankful for already is makeup, because I was looking a hot mess this morning. So tired. I'm just like, oh, I'm so tired. I don't know how I got ready. I peeled myself out of bed. I don't know how I got ready. I'm not even sure everything's on me. Thank goodness for always getting things ready the night before, so I do not have to think about what to wear. I just have a morning routine I go through. I don't have to think about it, and then I'm just ready to go. Let me show you my outfit. Most of this is from Dress Barn. This little jacket thing's from Dress Barn. So when you see what it is, you'll see why I can't explain it. This little top is from Dress Barn. The jewelry is from Dress Barn. This is a Lottie Dottie's ring. My Alex and Annie bracelet. This is Dress Barn. This is Kohl's. Shoes, Target, I believe. Possibly Kohl's. Maybe. I've had it for a while. And then my pants are Maurice's. And that would be my outfit. So let me show you what I've got on. So just black. No, I have brown pants on, thank you. Brown pants on and this sleeveless cowl neck. Kind of a shirt. And this long drapey necklace with the pretty colors in it. And then I have pretty shoes, but honestly, I didn't want to schlep into the classroom with them. So I may show you those later. They're in my bag. I may not even put them on today. It doesn't really matter. My feet don't get seen very often. So yeah, it's about time for the kids to come. Today's the last day of Power Hour for this week because we never have it on Fridays. I was going to give the Chapter 3 Go Math test today, and I think I'm just going to hold off on that because I don't need the data today for that. I do need to do grade card testing. So I'm going to take that hour and a half basically that we have and do grade card testing through that, because otherwise I don't know how I'm going to get it done. I'll just work the test in another time. And we have an earthquake drill today at 10:20, which is right when I take my kids to the restroom to get ready for specials. So we might go anyway because the restroom is a very safe place to be in case of an earthquake. So I might just go ahead and take them then, because that'd be a good place for us to hide. So I don't know. I don't know. I might have them go before that and just stay in the classroom. I always stand in the doorway because that's a safe place to be if you have an earthquake, and just, you know, put my hands up and I can watch all the kids then. I'm not going to climb under my desk and let them have a free-for-all, but you know, I don't have desks for everyone, so I'm not sure where everyone's going to go. But you know, if you're out and about, you don't have a desk to get under, so we'll just make it work. And that'll be our morning Power Hour. We're going to do the flip up book cut and paste odd and even answers thing. That should take a while because cutting and pasting takes a while, and figuring out the answers to them takes a while. So hopefully that'll take the whole time. Yeah, and then I've figured out what I'm going to do for the next 3 days next week. But I'm doing something different than my partner teacher because she's out in the hallway and doesn't have a TV or a projector or anything. So we're going to do Kahoot, and she's going to do some games with double-digit addition. And I'm just have to print them out for her, and they'll be ready. So I got my lesson plans done last night. Done. I'm not kidding. Done. Like typed up. All I have to do is print them. I got my newsletter finished so I can print it. And now I'm going to test like a fiend today. So it's going to be Testing Thursday. So I'll catch you later. They are. Have you not used them very much?
No.
So they're kind of new still, huh? Still get that new, hard to open feel.
I think that's good.
Maybe somebody can help her cut if she runs out of time.
Mommy.
You do. You can show her this awesome book when you get home today. Yeah. Is everything working out okay now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's something running my paper. Then I color with that.
Okay. I gotcha. You guys did a great job on this.
I already got all my evens done.
Awesome. How many evens are there and how many odds are there? Are they the same? That looks great. Let me see that. Can you put it here? There's 5 evens. How many odds are there?
5.
I don't have.
Are they the same? Ooh, you're ready to do your odds. That's cool. So it was fair, huh? 5 evens and 5 oddballs. Nice.
That's funny.
You have like a little peg coming out the top of your glue. That's weird. Yay!
I got it.
Great job, friend. Perfect timing because that Tomahawk song is going to come on any second now. So if you want to, buddy, you can put this in the recycle box, which is up here. and you can start packing up your things. Oh, there it is. Hello, friends. So, I'm still a little crooked. Okay, there we go. We had an earthquake drill. It was a little earlier than what I expected, so I was like, oh yeah, earthquake drill, great, fun. Right now I'm just putting my kids' names in my little tracking thing for all the grade card tests. And so I chose not to give the Chapter 3 Go Math end of chapter assessment today because I don't actually have to have it today. So we'll probably end up doing that tomorrow because I did some of the testing I was going to do tomorrow today. So I could just switcheroo that. That'll be great. And I did my addition, subtraction, and CVC word test today, which was really smart of me. Why I didn't think of that when I was doing my lesson plans, I have no idea. Plus, I started testing sight words, so I have half my class tested on sight words. Yay. I have one student gone, and he's not going to be back for a few days, so I'm really not going to worry about it. When he gets back, I'll test him. And tomorrow we'll just need to do the spelling test and the math test, and I think I can get that done in the time that I've allotted for that. I'm hoping to do my milk experiment because otherwise my milk's going to go bad. And that's going to be a different whole thing. We don't want that science experiment going on. So I'm going to get figured out what I've tested. I've already grouped my kids into the next intervention groups with my little assessments that we gave. So yay. And I feel like I'm getting a handle on life. Now we didn't actually have to test our kids on their reading levels, although I really like to be able to tell parents at conferences what level their child is reading at so they know if they're like on track or if they're behind or if they're way ahead, which I mean, I pretty much knew, but it's nice to know the exact level that they're on. But some of them, I'm just going to be like, they're really close. They're really close. I'm going to test them on the level D that they're supposed to be able to read at this time. And if they can't, then they're below grade level, just barely. Because I know what their beginning of the year level was because I tested every single one on that. But other than that, I wasn't able to test every single kid all the way to their instructional level yet. And since I didn't have to, I decided to do the must-do tests before I did the can-do tests. And we're supposed to test on Star Math this week, which is like the AR equivalent of math. It's the same company. But we got new iPads, and they have a different operating system, like a newer one. And the app for Star 360 does not work with our new iPads. And so we were told, oh, go to the website. Well, that didn't work either. And then we were given a different link to go a different way. And I tried that this morning, and it didn't work. And I'm like, okay, I'm not going to fool with this anymore. I'm just going to be like, it's not working. I can't. And we're supposed to test all 20 kids on these 8 iPads, which would work. I had it budgeted out because every group gets an iPad each day of the week. So like one group gets it on Monday, one on Tuesday, etc., etc. Then everybody gets an iPad day. Well, I had it planned out that way, but it wasn't working. So I just told them they could just go on Starfall because it wasn't working. That's frustrating when technology doesn't work. And for some reason, my computer will not hook up to AirPlay. I could get it on my phone. Like I was able to project a picture so some of my students can finish their bats, the beginning, middle, and end bat that we did with Stella Luna yesterday. But I couldn't get it to work with my computer at all. So I'm probably going to have to reset it, which is a huge pain. Because you have to actually go on the AirPlay thing and like set up your computer. And it's just a hassle because you have to use the remote and push in everything. Kind of like the old school texting where you had to go through all the letters to get the one you wanted. That's how that works, which I don't know why it does that. You should be able to set it up with your keyboard, I feel like. But, so I'm on kid number 12 right now. 13, 14. I can remember them by their number, and then I don't forget any kids. I could do attendance without my attendance sheet now, which is nice. Because if you have an emergency, you're not going to have your attendance sheet with you. I do have it on my phone. And I try to have my phone with me at all times, but I don't always have my phone with me. So it's good that I know the kids already. Sorry about the noise. My bracelets are clanking around. 17, 18. Oh, I'm going to have to shrink this because it only goes to 19, which doesn't make sense. I had 21 last year. So everyone's here today except for one little dude. And I knew he was going to be gone, so I'm not surprised. He's missed a lot already anyway, so I'm not really shocked. I knew he was going to be gone, so that's just the breaks. Just kind of how it works sometimes. There, I got them all in. I think I probably need to shrink these too. All right, hopefully I can just cut and paste the names. We'll see. I'll let you know how it goes. Please let me cut and paste. Actually, copy and paste, not cut. I'll lose all my names. Paste cells. Yes! It worked. Except that now I need to... I don't know if I just need to pull it over because it's not fitting on one page. Probably need to do that. Maybe I can make that shrink up a little and then move this up a little. Maybe it'll fit without having to redo the whole thing. We'll see. Oh, that didn't make any difference. I just need to shrink them a little. Yeah, okay. That's no biggie. Shrink it by one, whatever, point. There. Alright, save this puppy before I mess it up. Alright, so this afternoon I'm going to give the beginning, middle, and end assessment. But before I do that, I think we're going to do another practice on it. Not have to write it out, but just telling it, retelling the beginning, middle, and end so they know what they're looking for. And then I need to make sure that I have my book out for that. It should be... I think I have it over there in my pile. I'll have to go look for it. Because we all give the same book. Oops. There we go. It doesn't want to save my file. Why? I don't know. Let's just save it as a PDF then. How about that? There we go. Now I can find it on my desktop maybe. Okay. Boop-a-doo. It seems to print double-sided better if I save it as a PDF first and then do it. Need to put it in my grade card file or I'm going to lose it again. I have a 2017-18 grade card file. I'm just going to stick it in there after I print it out. Then I can start tracking everything that I've tested and see where I am. Okay, so we do their reading level, sight words, CVC words, 3-letter words, beginning, middle, end of a story, printing letters with neatness and line placement, and writing a how-to, which they've done with me, the pumpkin one. Addition, subtraction, identifying community helpers, and ways to keep your body healthy and safe. Oh, I'm so excited to tell you that the only thing I need to do now is beginning, middle, and end, and finish the other half of the class on sight words. I'm so happy. I wasn't looking too promising this morning. I was a little worried, but it's working, so yay. I'm really glad that we have an option of not doing reading testing. Like our Title I teacher's not testing her kids, which are our kids. I have 4 that go, because she said they haven't had enough time with her to show growth. And I feel like it's the same with me because we didn't start reading groups till kind of late. I did the best I could. Oops, I just closed out of my file. Oop. Let me get that back in there. There, I can find it again. I noticed when I was doing my lesson plans for next week, Thursday is an early dismissal day. We can dismiss at 12:20 because we have conferences 1 to 5 that day. I was looking at my early dismissal schedule, and my recess and lunch are at the same time. So that was an oversight on the schedule making person's part. So I found two second grade classes that had recess at a different time than us. And I emailed both of those teachers last night and asked if they would be willing to switch with my partner teacher and I for that time so that we didn't have recess at the same time as lunch. And I have not heard back from them. So maybe I need to, and I know it went through because I put my partner teacher in the email as well. So she saw what I was doing, and I know that the email went out, so I don't know what is going on with that. I don't know if they haven't looked ahead. It's possible, but I want to know so I can make my lesson plans. I've made them. I just want to print them out. I guess I could print them and then change them, but it seems like a waste of ink and paper. Of course, it'd only be 1 page, but still, that's 1 page I wouldn't have to reprint. Anyway, I do have my newsletter finished and ready to print. I'm so excited. So I'm going to go ahead and do that right now while I'm thinking about it. Double-sided kaboomba, and then I can do my color. I just do 1 color copy for the classroom, And I do black and white for everyone else. I hope my Scholastic order comes. I sent it a week ago. A week and a half ago. Yeah. So, kids turned in their orders on Friday, and I sent it on Monday or possibly Tuesday. It might have been Tuesday morning. But honestly, the Scholastic warehouse is like an hour away from here. So, we used to get our books like in 2 days after sending the order. If you send it before 10 o'clock, you'd get it within 2 days. Now they're just, I don't know if they've changed their shipping area. Like maybe they don't ship from that destination anymore. Maybe it goes to a centralized place somewhere else. I don't know. That's where the main place is though. So I don't know. I know not. Still feeling thankful because I'm getting things done. Even if I weren't getting things done, somehow I've just learned that you don't stress over this because you'll get it done somehow. It always works out or it doesn't. And either way, are you going to die? No. You just do what you can do, the best you can do, and that's it. Oh, shoot. You read this? Friday, October 20th, 9 o'clock fireman. Right in my testing time. Well, I might have to do the testing later. That's just the way it's going to be. But maybe I'll do the testing before they come. I can do my spelling words at least. And if I don't get that Chapter 3 Go Math test tested, it's not going to be the end of the world if I don't do it tomorrow. I'm starting Chapter 4 on Monday, but I could probably carve out half an hour somewhere on Monday, theoretically, and test it if I needed to. Because I think we'll be using that data for our round 4 of interventions, I think. I don't know. We haven't discussed it together as a grade level, but I've discussed it with most of the other teachers, and they seem to think that was a good idea because I feel like we should probably intervene on that because that's all addition strategies before we go to Chapter 5 and do all that because that's addition and subtraction relationships, and that has to do with fact families and using addition to check subtraction, and which they do a little bit in Chapter 4. But, you know, I just think it will be smart. It will be smart of us to do that. I think, unless something funkalicious happens, I think I got my lesson plans all squared away, except for my to-do list. I don't think I need, I hate to say this out loud, I don't think I need to make a to-do list for next week. Let's hope. Except for printing out the activities for my intervention partner teacher. Because since, like I said, I'm going to do Kahoot with my guys that I have. And I thought about just having them all come in here and then we could have 3 on an iPad. But that's a lot of bodies in here and I don't really want to do that. Because honestly, it won't be very fun if there's too many people. So I think we won't do that. And we'll just do what I planned. I found a use for that book that I made, that little how-to, not how-to, well yeah, how-to. We're gonna write how to catch a monster, because there's no wrong way to catch a monster. Things that you hook on to the Frankenstein head. Gotta make a very cute display in the hallway for conferences. I never finished making these, like the books I made. I printed these out earlier in the week, my Mad Scientist notebooks, and I got one cover stuck on and then I stopped. And we're hopefully doing this tomorrow. I told the kids that I wanted to do something special with them tomorrow if we got a chance to do it. Oh my goodness. I have some special snacky things under my desk. I got these pull and peel Twizzlers for my shoe tying club. So I think we're gonna do that through November because October's pretty much shot. But because November is Thanksgiving and we'll do Thanksgiving things and we'll be talking about being thankful for things, but there's not a lot of exciting things for them to do, really. It's not like Halloween or Christmas. It's kind of a in between. So I thought maybe that would be kind of fun for them. And when they join the shoe tying club, because they have to show me they can tie their shoe, then they'll get some candy laces they can eat. That'd be cool. Alrighty. Well, I should probably get these done too. I might just take them home because I could do that at home. I'd rather not mess with the grade card stuff at home, but this I wouldn't mind because I could sit on the couch in my pajamas and staple. So I might just put this over here and call it good. I would be okay with that. That refuses to cooperate. Okay, did I print this already? No. All right. I need to get myself together. So when I go take the kids to lunch, then I will hopefully remember to swing by the office and pick up things off the color printer. Because I just printed my lesson plans and my newsletter in color. I'm hoping to hear from those second grade teachers soon so I can get my life plan for next week. Last night when I was doing my ice cubes in my cup, I decided not to freeze the whole thing because I had a feeling I was going to need the extra caffeine, and boy was I right. So if you follow me on Instagram, you'll see that I snapped a photo of my scary looking self this morning because I was super tired. I woke up like at 3:30 because I heard some noises or something, and then had a really, really hard time going back to sleep, and I never did go back to sleep. And that's after yesterday being awakened at round 1 because Pikachu was whining at the door. He was meowing and carrying on, and I let him in. And then I didn't sleep real soundly after that. So I'm just kind of going downhill. Thankfully, this day's about half over, pretty much. And tomorrow's Friday. We get to wear jeans tomorrow. And we have our big, huge district hoopla meeting for our PLC time. And it's all going to be about a Q&A session for our building improvement plan that's coming up in the next 5 years. So one of the things is they're planning on building an early childhood center where the old school used to be, so up on the hill where they tore down our old elementary building. That's why we moved over here. So that is exciting, but it's like a multi-million-dollar project, of course, because everything costs a lot of money. But how amazing is that going to be to have preschool and Head Start and parents as teachers in this nice, wonderful, made for that age kid building? Because when they made the classrooms for the preschool and the Head Start here, they didn't give them sinks or bathrooms. Preschool uses our bathrooms, the first grade bathrooms, which has caused a little bit of traffic jam problems. And they don't really want the little tiny 3-year-olds in there with the 7-year-olds sometimes, which is understandable because sometimes they need help with their pants and things, and it's kind of hard. So that's going to be wonderful when it is made for that age level and made for what they teach, and it'll be laid out better. I don't know what whoever decided to put things in the classrooms or not put things in the classrooms. Like my classroom has a sink. I've gone back and forth whether I'd want to have a classroom bathroom or not. I can see pros and cons to that. You know, there are goods and bads to most things. I've never had a classroom bathroom, so I don't know what it would be like. It's fine to have the hallway bathroom. I don't like taking a group restroom break. That's loud and crazy. But sometimes it's just faster sometimes. Okay, I'm going to go grab my things off the copier and get to work. I'll talk to you later. Hi guys, I am in like recording land. I want to show you what I'm doing here. So if you can see the mess that is my desk. Look at that. Everything's everywhere. I swear this is a semi-organized mess though, because I've already checked all of these 3 piles of papers, but I have to record them on here. So I'm trying to put them in number order so I can just go whoop, down the line, but it's like crazy town. But I shall get it done. I only have 5 kids to sight word test, and just as I was about to line the kids up for recess and a restroom break, the intercom comes over. Can you please send so-and-so to the office? They're leaving. I'm like, ooh. She's my last kid on my list because I'm going in number order. She's my last kid. And I was like, can you read your words really fast, honey? And she's like, okay. So she's like, bloop, bloop, bloop. She got them all. It was awesome. I'm like, thank you. Now you can go. Because I didn't want whoever was waiting to pick her up to wait any longer, but she was going to be gone. I wouldn't have a chance to test her otherwise. And these grade cards are due tomorrow. I'm like, I'm not going to not be able to do hers for one stinking test. That's crazy. So, yeah. So the only other thing I need to look at is the thing that is the hardest to look at is the writing. So this is their how to carve a pumpkin. The brainstorm page doesn't matter. It's this. And honestly, if I can't read it, then no bueno. So, yeah. Anyway, look. These, maybe. These would be, oh, they print on both sides, both of them. Crazy. Where's the front? Here we go. These would be next week's lesson plans. Yes, you heard me right, friends. Next week's lesson plans. Snap. Yes. Got her done. Because I'm hoping that we can go to the pumpkin patch this weekend. But I haven't been able to make reservations because I haven't been able to get on their stinking website. And I don't know if it's the connection here. I don't know if it's their website. I've had really funky, weird internet problems in my room today. My phone's been working okay, but my computer not so much. So I restarted it, which means everything I had up is now gone, which I can reopen. It's not a big deal. But I'm hoping that I can get that scheduled today because it's in 2 days, and I hope that they still have openings. Because you have to schedule like the hayride and the bonfire and stuff. So my daughter is going to be very disappointed in me if I don't get it scheduled because her boyfriend asked off work so he could go with us. But I didn't know that he had off until yesterday, I think. And so I wasn't going to go and schedule it way early because I didn't want to do it without him. So, if things would work, it would be really helpful. I'm feeling like I'm getting a handle on things. Now, I'm not going to have my reading testing done. And I just made peace with that this morning. I just went, it's not going to happen. Not going to happen. But, like I said about 10 jillion times, it was optional to do it anyway. But I do like to give my parents some idea of where their kid is reading. So they kind of know if they're basically on track or if they're way behind or if they're super far ahead. Which I already know pretty much that information. And really they should know too. But some of them, I mean, they don't. If they've never had a student go through school before, they wouldn't know what's the norm for this time of year. So I always like to show them this is where your kid's reading. Here's the, like you've seen these books. These are the books that they're bringing home. They're like, oh yeah. This is where they should be reading, and they can see the difference in text, like how much more complex it is, less picture support, just more words to decode, more expression, things like that. And it really, it brings it home to them. If they can see the goal, they can see the discrepancy between where their child is and where they need to be. So, well, that's where I am today. I was able to get the beginning, middle, and end test done. I was able to get, I told you earlier, we did the, well, what I'm looking at right now. These are already graded, but I just have to record them. The addition, subtraction, and the CBC word test done. So, yahoo! Whipping her out. So I'm kind of looking at my, this is basically my grade card. Yeah, the only thing that I need to check is the writing. And if you're an elementary teacher, you feel my pain because it's not just looking at writing. It's not just reading writing. It's deciphering writing and trying to figure out what the heck they were trying to write and what is that supposed to be. Yes, so that's a lot of my job is translating first grade writing into English. So that is my chore. I'm going to get that done. I'm planning before I leave. And then I'm just going to take those Mad Scientist notebook things home and staple the tops on them because I just don't see me getting it done at school. But honestly, of the two things, I'd rather get all this stuff done, so I don't want to take home a pile of grade card junk. So that way at home I can just do the attendance because I can go ahead and start that. The end of the quarter was yesterday, so the attendance stopped for that quarter yesterday. So from here on out, it's a new quarter. So I can get that done. And I always just like write that on the side here. Like how many days, how many hours, how many tardies. And then I've already done their citizenship on there. And we have like, I don't know, 6 or 7 different things that we look at. I've already checked their community helpers and their health and safety. Everybody passed those with flying colors. So it's just the stuff that's a mess all over my desk right now. And I have about 6 good minutes. 6 good minutes. And then I have to go get them and continue on. Keep on keeping on. So that's where I am right now. So I'll check in with you later. Okay, happy to report I got all my kids sight work tested, except for the 2 that were gone, of course. And so I just have to record these 4 things on this sheet. And then comes the daunting task of trying to read first grade writing to decipher what it is they said. To see if they said what they're supposed to say, so I can say that they can say it. Yeah, so that's what I'm doing right now, and having a little pretzel-y snack, because I've just kind of been nibbling today. Tomorrow we have a firefighter coming to read to our class, which will be super cool. I'm hoping to do my color-changing milk experiment, finally. I brought my mad scientist stuff, and I want to get those books put together. Ugh. I think I switched everything around that I needed to, with the exception of maybe the date back here. I think I need to do that. But all the stuff out there for the kids is right. All right, I have all the calendars changed now. And I was saying I think I have everything ready for tomorrow and next week. Except for a few things I need to, what's the word? Copy. Yeah, for my math intervention partner. Like I said, probably 12 times now. I'm doing Kahoot with the kids in my room because I have a projector. I may make copies of stuff for me just in case things aren't working because they haven't been working right. But that's the plan for that. So all I need to do is record these 4 tests, check these 2 writing ones, and then do their attendance and put it all in the electronic grade card. And then it's ready. Kids were disappointed that I didn't read with some of them. And I said, I'm really sorry, we just ran out of time. So I'm going to continue reading testing next week. I need to find the link to our conferences because we're supposed to, everything's on Google, everything. No, that might be it. I think I may have found it. Yay! Okay, now I need to share. To remember how to share this. Share. There we go. Found it. The reading teacher came in and said, I need to have one of your friends at recess tomorrow. And I said, okay. So that's fun because she's having issues too. Maybe I'll be able to check back with you a little bit later once I get some of this stuff done. So I'm almost done recording things. So yay. I told you I was going to show you my shoes that I had brought that I never wore. So these are my cute little shoes that I was going to wear to go with this. They look super cute, but I just wasn't feeling it, so I just left my little flip-flops on. Kind of packing stuff up a little bit. I'm supposed to have an attendance committee meeting, like right now. I have a horrible headache, so I won't be going to that. I'm just going to finish these last 2 things to record, and then I'm hoping that my daughter will be here. Okay, I got all of those tests recorded. And all I need to do now is take this pile of stuff here so I can put the covers on. And this page, because that is my life for grade cards. Need to check their attendance. Okay, my daughter is here. And I can leave in 1 minute, so let me put this in my zippy bag. Hopefully it'll fit my bag. See if we can get it in here. I think I can get it in there. Yay! I'm not sure. I don't think I can get the stapler in there. Yeah, maybe. We'll shove it in there. Good thing it's squishy. There! I got it to fit. And next trick is seeing if I can put it in my big bag. I asked my daughter to pick me up around back so I wouldn't have to walk as far because I'm feeling pretty lazy and my head hurts a lot, so. Got my phone, got him here. All right, I am out of here. So, I think we're gonna have leftovers for supper. I still have some of those little mini meatloaves, and I think I might just make some corn, like microwave some corn to go with it. I don't know what else I'll put with it. We have cottage cheese. We'll have corn and cottage cheese. That way I don't have to like try to make but mashed potatoes and stuff because it's all through here. It's all sinus. I feel it. Ugh. So, and I look really bad right now. Wow, I'm just worn out. I'm worn out. I have about 7 or 8 kids that I'd like to read one book with, just a level D. Super quick little story called Our Teacher, Mr. Brown. It's a nonfiction. Anybody that's ever read it has liked it. So it'll let me know if they can read on grade level or not, for the grade card at least. So I can tell parents at conferences. And then of course I will continue to test them next week when I have more time before we start reading groups again. That'll be good. I told them that's how it was going to be because they were disappointed because I told them I was going to be reading with all of them except for the 4 that go for special reading. So they're looking forward to that. I am happy to say that I am home and I am going downstairs because I need to find a shirt for tomorrow. And I have like a garment rack down here for my out of season clothes. Maybe I can find something to wear in here. All right, that was successful and pretty quick too. I'm in my pajamas. I'm so happy to report that. Look at my sad little birthday balloon still up there on the ceiling. Yes, my birthday was over a month ago. The streamers are still there because my husband hasn't taken them down yet. They're still very festive in here, as you can see, except for the sad little balloon. We've cut all the other balloons down, but there's one little last sad balloon up there. So can I just say how amazing it is to have a daughter that drives? Yeah, so she said, do we need to go to the store for anything? And I said, no, we just get to go home. She goes, oh. I said, well, did you need something? And she goes, well, I wanted to get pumpkins. And I'm like, okay, I'll go. Partway there, she goes, you know what? You don't want to go. I can just take you home and I'll just go. I'll just make a list. And I went, okay. Yes, please. So before she left, she said, wait, help me make a list. And so I helped her. I said, I want grapes because the grapes I had yesterday were bleh, no bueno. They had turned. That was the grapes' turn. It was bad. Like starting to taste a little alcohol-y. Ugh. And I'm having her get, because I don't have any like fresh fruit except apples and they're getting a little on the old side. So she's going to get grapes and bananas and salad for me because I need to eat better food. I really do. I've just been not eating very well at all. And I'm sure that's contributing to me feeling like yuck. And going into parent-teacher conference week, I need to not feel like yuck starting out. So I'm hoping that I can start eating better and then I'll feel better. And then maybe I'll sleep better and then it'll all work together and be a happy little stew, a little health stew. So yeah. She texted me a picture of romaine salad. She said, is this good? And I went, yep, that looks great. So she goes, text me if you think of something else that you want. And I'm like, okay, I like this girl. You can stay. She's a keeper. Yeah. You know, we have our moments. Everybody does. Mother, daughter, father, son, mother, son, father, daughter. But that's just kids. But for the most part, she's a pretty good little nugget. So I'll keep her. Yeah. I'm getting ready to take my makeup off and stuff. Put my glasses on. Because I think my contacts being dry after wearing them all day kind of adds to my headache too. And I'm going to heat up some tea because I didn't drink my whole cup of tea this morning. So if I've just made it in the morning, I do save it and I heat it up in the microwave. I'm sure that's terrible for you people that are like real tea drinkers, but I don't want to waste my yummy tea. I order the loose leaf English breakfast tea. That's the organic kind from Amazon and it lasts me forever because I get a big envelope of it in a Ziploc type seal at the top. And I just use one of those reusable Keurig cups that you can just fill with whatever you want. And it's really nice. So I can get 2 or 3 cups of tea out of one of those. And then I dump the tea leaves and put new ones in. And I use Truvia for my sweetener because I'm trying to stay away from artificial trying to stay away from artificial junk that's, you know, known to cause cancer like saccharin and stuff like that. Try to stay away from sugar as much as I can. Kind of doesn't always work. Been kind of on a chocolate kick lately. Like, it's stress. I know it's stress. So I've had a couple of little mini candy bars like every night for the last 2-3 weeks. Yeah. That's not a good habit either. I'm sure that's not helping my headache situation. Need to go get the rest of my clothes picked out. Tomorrow's jeans day. So when we have the big district-wide, everybody meets together at the high school OLC meeting, whatever it is, then that's jeans day for everybody. So we do that once a month. And so I knew I was wearing jeans. I just needed to find a shirt to go with them. And it's supposed to be like 79 tomorrow. So I'm going to be rocking some open-toed shoes again. I think I wore boots twice this week, and the rest of the time I've worn open-toed shoes. So I'll be putting some more open-toed shoes on and getting my attendance put on my grade cards tonight, and then transferring over all of the things from that tracking sheet that I showed you earlier. And then I need to listen to kids read tomorrow to add to their grade card. But then it's done. I might actually turn it in on time. We're just supposed to turn it in before we leave tomorrow, if at all possible. So I'm happy. It's such a relief to be able to say that at this point, because this morning I was not real confident that I was going to get to this point by the end of the day. But I did kind of move some things around, which helped a lot. Like, I decided, what's my priority? I need to do my priority first, and then I'll, if I've got time extra, like whoever has extra time at school. Anyway, I prioritized and I got things done. So, yay. Unfortunately, 2 of my students were gone. One I knew was going to be gone. The other one I did not know was going to be gone because he hasn't been gone. So hopefully he'll be here tomorrow. But I was able to use a couple of the tests that I had given earlier for their final assessment because they got 100% on them. So we gave a pre-test for the addition and subtraction for our math objectives, and they both rocked them. So they didn't need to take the post-assessment because they already got it the first time. So I just looked back at those and went, oh, well, they don't have to do those. Yay, I've got those grades at least. But they didn't do any of the writing. No, they did the how to carve a pumpkin. But they didn't do any of the beginning, middle, and end writing because we did that today. They didn't do the writing the words that I dictated to them because I did that today. They haven't read their sight words. But I did listen to both of them read, so that's good. So I don't have a lot of tests to make up with them. Just, what, 2? I think. Sounds right. That won't take much to catch them up. And really, I'll just, you can't test a kid if they're gone. That's just how it works. So, sorry this camera is so wiggly. I'm not very stable right now. Take that as you will. If you've been watching me very long, you know that was a loaded sentence. Okay. Well, I think this is for reals the end of this day's vlog because I don't think there's anything else that you would possibly want to know. Oh, I think I got a text from my daughter again. Oh, she went to Walmart to get pumpkins and they don't have any. Okay then. Back to the grocery store she goes. That's a bummer. Maybe they only had them at the Supercenter. It's possible. She put okay. So, poor kids having the run around trying to find everything. Welcome to my world. Yeah. She said, this was so funny because we are so alike. She said, Mom, is it weird that as I'm typing up this list, I'm imagining where things are in the store? And I said, no, I do that all the time. As a matter of fact, I tried to make my list the same layout as the store so that I can just go boom, 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 and not have to backtrack. She's like, yeah, that's kind of what I'm doing. I said, you probably got that from me because you've been shopping with me since you were, negative years old. So you probably got a few things from me from shopping with me every time I went. She's like, yeah, that's probably true. Okay, I'm going to go. My foot is really bothering me today. I'm not sure what the deal is. Need to get off my foot, sit and do my grade card junk. Get it done. Get the little covers put on my science journals because I'm really hoping to get that milk experiment tomorrow. Because if I don't, that milk's going to go bad. And it's going to be nasty. And that's going to be a big waste. Milk is not cheap, friends. Yikes. So I'm going to call it a night. And I'm going to start editing this vlog and get my stuff together so I can have happy news in the morning. So this is a good end to Thankful Thursday. I'm thankful for kids that were not sick. I'm thankful that I was able to get so much done today and get it all checked at school so I didn't have to bring a single grade card test home to look at. Everything got checked at school. I just had to bring that one little paper. Yay! Then I just have to transfer the information to the online grade card. Yay! So I hope you had a wonderful day. I will see you in the morning. Love and hugs.